What's good, trappers? It's your boy Phenom, creator of Trapper Drug Dealer RPG, back at y'all again with another daily vlog. Took a couple days off, dropped this massive update for Trapper, the criminal network, which I've been thinking about, working on, talking about for a long time, years. So me dropping that was definitely a special moment, but I've been exhausted. It's been a lot of work. So I'm back at y'all. I'm back now. And I want to talk to y'all about never giving up. You can give up on circumstances, people, you can give up on whatever, but never give up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself, who gonna fight for you? If you ain't willing to fight for yourself, nobody. Because nobody got your back the way that you gonna have your back. Nobody can see the world through your eyes the way you can and want for you to have better, more than you would. You got to see your own potential and know that the only thing in this world that a person can truly 10x is themselves. There's a lot of different types of investments in this world. Real estate, stocks and bonds, all of those type of things. But none of them are guaranteed to 10x, but you can 10x yourself. And if you end up in a situation where you're not 10xing yourself, you're going to get skills, valuable insight. You're going to gain something from that situation because you put in the effort. So never give up. Honestly, the times where shit really seemed messed up, those are the best times. When you don't see no action, you don't see no motion, that's when things just happen in the background and you got to keep going. But when you stop, you give up, even if you give up temporarily for a short time, that's when you set yourself back. That's when you really set yourself back, because while the universe was working in the background and moving for you, you stopped your motion because you couldn't see what was going on. And if you would have kept that motion going, the things that the universe was bringing forth, you would have been completely ready for it. Your train would have kept rolling and it all coalesced at a point and shit go crazy. So them dark times, them times when you don't see no motion, those are the best times, the times to really keep grinding. Imagine yourself like going to the gym. Let's say you're going to the gym, you want to be a personal trainer, or you just want to lose weight, you want to get in shape. Them days where you really do not feel like going, those are the best days. Those are the days where you get the best gains because you showed up. Even if you go in there and you walk on the treadmill, you lift a couple weights real quick, you get out of there in 20 minutes. You kept the pattern going. People don't understand in this life, we have rhythms. And we're all subject to the laws of hypnotic rhythm. And you can get locked into a rhythm of losing. You can get locked into a rhythm of giving up. Get that spirit up off of you. Because you need to break whatever cycles, whatever you were in that was causing you to get poor results. But it all start up here. It all start with the mind. But that's them days that you want to give up. You got to show up on those days. And if you don't show up one day, you better show up the next day. Don't give up on yourself. I done had a lot of days where I wanted to give up on Trapper, on all of it. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need balance. Balance is a huge thing that I learned about throughout this whole process. Because like I talked about the other day, you have those times where you're so motivated and you go dumb hard. And I need y'all to know that on them times that you go hard, yes, go hard, but don't go too hard. Don't overdo it, because you'll mess around and overdo it, and then you won't have energy for the next day, or you don't have energy for those days where you don't feel like doing it. And one day can turn into 2 days can turn into a week can turn into a month can turn into 6 weeks, which can turn into 6 months. You don't want to do that. And it's easy to do. It's easy to fall back into your pattern of just watching Netflix. And if you like watching Netflix, watch Netflix. But do it in moderation. Do it in moderation. Do the shit that you need to do so you can do the shit that you want to do. Sometimes you need to cut your brain off. But maybe Netflix ain't the best thing to cut your brain off, because you're still thinking. Sometimes you got to completely shut it down. I noticed that completely shutting it down, maybe laying in the bed, or just doing nothing, going for a walk. Those are the times where you get sparks, you get ideas, you get unstuck at those times, because you tapping in. You tapping in at that point. You shutting it down, and that allows you to tap in to this upper level of consciousness. This upper level of consciousness that is all inspiring, bro. All inspiring. Where you can get these prolific ideas, where you can solve your problems. It's a completely different space. If you tapped in, you know what I'm talking about. But it's your boy Phenom. I just wanted to tap in with y'all real quick, and just to tell you, never give up. Be like my boy Asta. They looked at him like he was crazy. And I know if you doing something that's bigger than you, the people around you are going to look at you like you got 3 eyes, like you got one up here. They gonna look at you like you crazy, because they did it to me. Why are you always on this computer? You hacking something? You watching porn? Trying to be funny. Be funny. But what I'm doing is serious, because I'm making serious gains every day, and people are noticing, people are seeing, So keep going. They gonna talk shit. Let them talk. But while they talking, you need to be cooking so you can eat later. I'm trying to eat. But you gotta cook first. You gotta make that meal. You gotta make that masterpiece, whatever it is. Whether you a developer, whether you an artist, whether you in music, you gotta keep going. Because there's only one you. There's only one you. Only one person that's gonna talk the way you talk, think the way you think, act the way you act. And the people close to you, they not gonna get it. They gonna think you weird or stupid or whatever. Look at this idiot. What is he doing? Never mind that. Keep going. Keep doing. Because there are people out there in the world that identify with you. It's what now? 8 billion people on the planet? It's somebody out there that get it the way you get it. That think that you funny, or that love your artwork, or whatever it is. And they gonna tap in with you. But you gotta keep going, because it's so much going on out here. It's so much going on in your waking life, let alone it's all types of stuff going on out here online. I can let it bother me that I ain't getting no crazy amount of views on anything. But I know what I got. I know what I'm doing is special. And I know the things that I'm doing and the products that I'm creating, you're not going to get them from nowhere else. And at some point, people going to realize, and you got to think that way about your shit. It's your boy Phenom. I'm out.